can enjoy the Blue Plate Special with friends. Additional support comes from Visit Knoxville on the corner of Gay Street and Summit Hill Drive, downtown. The Knoxville Visitor Center is the site of the live WDVX Blue Plate Special, Monday through Thursday and on Saturday at noon. Additional support comes from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the Tennessee Arts Commission. You can watch today's performance on our Facebook Live. Right now, it's time for the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Blue Plate Special. It's real live music right here in downtown Knoxville. Well, we got some folks from way far away today. Coming all the way from Australia. Y'all help make welcome the Kucera brothers.
Thank you, thank you. Back when you could still smoke inside, under those fast food neon lights, holding back respectfully decline. I'm trying to cut back or maybe ease my mind. Now it's only time to time. I call you from an airport line. Here are my problems, can you solve them? Miss Curitan, you're purer than the Great Lakes of Michigan. Oh, Miss Curitan, you've cured them. Stallions and acid and blacks. Oh, mama really takes me back. Backseat of your family car, wondering where your daughters are. The one I know and the one I don't. You say, hey son, I've just got one. Oh no, you got them both. Are you ashamed or you just don't know? What about the one that runs on hot and the one that cries a lot? The one who sat on the football team, the one who stole all my magazines. It's been so long now, I don't want them back. Plus she cut them up and just like that. And I don't mind that much. I really just wish she would have asked. Miss Curitan, you're pure than the love I've got for my best friends. Miss Curitan made sure that he was alright for a century. Miss Curitan, you cured them. Thanks, everybody. That's my little brother Colin on the harmonica. Now I'm going to do we're doing this song Colin wrote, but I'm going to play guitar on it because just easy. It's called One in the Clip.
I took a 2x4 to the side of his head. 'Cause if he's not building fires, then he's better off dead. I wrote an empty thread, cursing God in a song. I showed it to my brother one time, then done.
With a gun on my hip, with only one in the clip.
I could not agree with the words she said. Oh, the only thing broken in here was bread. And now she's been torn down back into my arms. While her lover's here, she doesn't see the harm. Oh, hands held never down, but she fell
In love with me, I can tell by her voice. Who you love's not a choice.
oh, brakes cut rolling down with the sun
Into town with a gun on my hip, with only one in the clip. Thank you.
It's the Kucera brothers on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Well, y'all are living in Australia, but you have roots right here in Knoxville. Tell us a little bit about that story.
Well,
Jefferson County.
not right here.
Oh,
But-
not
no,
Knoxville.
but-
All right,
but
yeah.
Knoxville's where I spend my time when I visit predominantly. Our parents moved when Colin was like 11. He's essentially been there, like flat out, as they say in Australia.
I'm Australian at this point.
All right.
With an American accent.
I'm back and forth, but I've got land and a partner and a dog, so I'm becoming more Australian.
As time goes by. All right, cool. And you all have a band when you play back in Australia. Your band's a little bigger, I guess.
Yeah, a group of guys.
Pedal steel, lap steel, and pianos. Yeah, just lots of friends there. We've become friends over like a decade with all of our favorite musicians, and then we ask them to join our band.
That's the way to do it. So you all recently released your debut album together. Is that
Yeah, the band did. You go, sorry.
Called Every Other Sunday.
okay?
Yeah, we recorded with one of my good friends that we've played music with for a while.
And folks can find that out in streaming land. And
Yeah, only streaming
Anywhere.
at the moment. We'll have physical copies out soon, but on Spotify and Apple and
for those rare
wherever
people who want
listen to
physical
music.
copies, right?
There's
Well,
a painting I did on it. The cover of it's a painting of the sun sphere with a bunch of flowers wrapped around it. But no one knows what it is in Australia.
that's what I was
So
going to
it's
say.
pretty- it's a little phallic, honestly. Like, for people who don't know about it, I didn't realize till I saw it.
A lot of people mentioned
Interesting, interesting. So how can people keep up with what you're doing?
it. Socials, Facebook mainly. We'll put some stuff on Instagram, but we're pretty old and we manage it ourselves, so, you know.
But those of you who are here or listening out there in the United States, you'll have to go to Australia to catch y'all anytime soon, right?
Probably, yeah.
No more gigs here right now. What are you doing in town?
Visiting grandmother, goddaughter, and best friends. Visiting Aaron Cersei, who's I'm
Aunt
bringing
and
up on
uncle
stage.
who are here tonight.
And Uncle Brent. Yeah, visiting family and friends.
All right, so we got some of those folks in the audience, it sounds like.
That's right.
Awesome, great. Well,
This is Aaron Cersei coming on stage right now, my best friend since I was 4 years old.
so one of Knoxville's own. Y'all are bringing in a local ringer here. So, all right, well, I'll let you get back to the music.
Cool. This next song is called Hunger Cure. Your name. You and I never made it home, but at least we didn't make it up. Suicide and missing you. I was there with you in that hotel room. I was once like that too. Crucified and camel cigarettes, do or die, or don't and forget. Foolish pride just tightened up your corset. I was once like that too. And I'm not asking anything of you at all. At all, baby, at all. back soon. Sign on the door says be back soon. Open, close, and rise and set. Open, close, and rise and set. You and I. You and I. You and I. You and I. Thank you so much. That song's on an album that's finished, but it won't be out till Christmas. But that's on it. And here's a new song that's not anywhere, but right here only, exclusive. I called over and over, but you never came around. I'm an underslept man in a sleepy little town. I threw under 100 in my first hand of darts, standing in the wind, talking in the dark. Sitting on the steps in the cigarette sparks. Don't even talk about quitting these days. It's something I don't mind when you don't say. Don't even know if we could anyhow. Could you spend one more night in town? Sitting in the cigarette spark. We can make decisions, some children and a home. Am I the man that you love or the man that you chose? Got a feeling or singing like a lead that I'll never be enough. And the deeper that it gets, the more it comes up. Ever since I quit drinking, I keep thinking about the stuff. Thinking and doing, well, it's two different things. I think I'm finally starting to realize what it means. Without your love, trust, and support, I think I'd probably still be out on that porch, sitting in the cigarette spark. I'd be talking in the cigarette spark. I'd be sitting in the cigarette sparks. I'd be talking in the cigarette.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you very much, everybody. We're gonna do Flicker. If you feel like playing, play. It's very. No, you're not playing. He's stepping off for a minute. He might be back. We don't know. This song, we've got this song on every album we ever record. We put a different version of this song on. So there's slow versions and fast versions and country versions and rock and roll, and there's the one on Spotify is very ethereal. It's just pump organs and accordions and 3 voices. But we'll play it with a guitar today. It's called Flicker.
How y'all doing? This is all on the radio. I really wish you would have thought about that, but
Yeah, that was a good feel. I got a head in my head that I cannot seem to get it out, but it can stay. And I got a space in this place that I cannot seem to figure out, but anyway, it's the ones that I love that are the ones that I'm scared of, 'cause they're the only ones to throw a line out, and if they don't, then I won't remember how to pick it up myself. I've got time on my hands that I cannot seem to get a handle on, but the garden grows, and I got a mind that's on fire like I planned it, swinging in my hammock, staring at a lamppost. Oh, it's the ones that I love that are the ones that I think of when I'm here, sitting in this big house, in the times that I feel that I could almost disappear like a light. Bulbs and nerds flickering out.
some guitar here, but just keep in mind I'm no guitarist. Not like my big brother here. Neither one of us are really guitarists.
Make sure that fourth drink don't turn into a fifth. 'Cause that girl, she's gonna love the one she's with. I guess I better pray that I was with her. And make sure that no doesn't flip into a yes. It's like falling asleep, lit cigarette in hand, in case it's got the nerve to burn you. I know it's hard to imagine I might leave tonight and go build a fire. And I say it's gonna be big, I mean big enough to light orange, yellow, red in the sky. And I memorized the Bible as a child. To Sunday school, our dad would let you drive that white minivan when you were 11. And Facebook gave him everything he wanted. Had all these politicians hanging on his every thought. At least he couldn't say that they didn't. It's gonna be. Wait. Want to do the bridge?
Yeah, I'll do it.
This bridge is cool. This is folk music. At least you'd love me in my sleep.
Thanks, Sam.
But I get no such luck, you treat me just as mean. I hope you know that just 'cause I agreed, I still hurt and I still dream. Oh, I still dream. I know it's hard to imagine I might leave tonight and go build a fire. When I say it's gonna be big, I mean big enough to light orange, yellow, red in the sky. Thank you, guys. That song, I'm used to that song being like a Rolling Stones, like double guitar.
I'm usually playing drums in that
Yeah, he
song
plays
as
drums.
well.
I play guitar. Here's an old song. Psalm 23, yes.
Yeah, P for Psalm. All right, you're good.
Yeah, you ready? Montana sky like nothing I'd ever seen. I'm gonna do it again, ready? Smoke disappears in the Montana sky like nothing I'd ever seen. I could have sworn that I lost my mind in a wine-stained limousine. I must have stank like pee when she came into my house. Oh, but she kissed me tenderly, yeah. She kissed me on my mouth. And we stayed past daylight. Daylight came too soon. Our curfew was at midnight and we was both screaming at the moon. Screaming like, oh. Well, then a friend of mine died on the highway. I'd only met him once or so, but my little brother knew him, so I was sad to see Brad go. Oh, my friends talked me into then attending the funeral with them. Well, I would never try to lie to you guys. I cried when I lit that rose, 'cause I was scared as a man on death row. And I know I might be the next to go. I got to wait and see. Preacher preaching to me, Psalm 23. I went looking for a pattern in that abstract house of pains. I thought I found me some consistency, but the congruency grew faint. It's a reoccurring chemical designed just to help us breathe and contain constant confidence that we all try to achieve. I went looking in my pockets, I found nothing, and that's fine. Every time I got a little bit of something, everybody's trying to take what's mine. Sing it with me now. Then a friend of mine died from a bullet through the side of his head. One day Freight was sitting there laughing with me, and then the next one he was dead. Or some guy was just waving it around. He said, hey, I think that the cartridge is out. But there was one hidden bullet in the magazine left, and that the bullet had no doubt. And then he was scared as a man on death row. And I know I might be the next to go. I got to wait and see. Preacher preaching to me, Psalm 23. I had to censor a word for the radio in the beginning, so I was trying to figure out where that word was. So I had to restart.
Well, we appreciate it.
No worries.
That's the Kucera brothers on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. We can get another song from them, but we were chatting beforehand, and one thing I forgot to ask you about before is it sounds like your songwriting process might be a little bit interesting. You kind of write together. One of you starts it out. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, the band started. It's always different because Colin writes songs in every genre. Like Colin's in lots of different bands, but whenever we write together, I'll usually bring a fully finished song that to him and a guy named Alex MacArthur. And then by the end of that hour and a half, it's a very different thing. So that's pretty, yeah. And then he'll bring the same thing. And then a guy named Seth Henderson we'll work with him with calling songs. And yeah, we just do co-writing, which I never did very much of. We try to write from the beginning together. It's pretty fun. It just doesn't, we have such different tendencies that we kind of need to write.
Started out separately. Yeah, all right, well, cool. So one more thing. I hear that you all grew up listening to some WDVX in your younger years, right? Talk about the influences of the music that your dad listened to and all of that.
Well, I think, yeah, Dad listened to such a broad spectrum of music, I guess, like this station plays. I mean, we grew up listening to the Blue Plate Special because of our dad. But yeah, I think our Americana influence really comes from all the stuff we listened to while growing up here. And then once we started writing music together in our teenage years, it really showed.
Yeah. Well, what a treat to have you all here from Australia. I'm loving the brother harmonies, and I've loved a couple of songs where you all switch harmony and melody, and it's so seamless. If I weren't watching you, I'm not sure I would know when that happened. But
it's good if one of us needs to be on harmonica or something. It's a good trick to have him, especially. He can sort of do whatever.
All right.
He knows all the tricks of the trade.
Well, it's been fun to listen to for sure. Before we get that last song, let me thank the audience for coming out today. Great audience.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it,
Yeah.
especially Mike, Cheryl, Joy, Marty again. 2 Martys, Micah, Cheryl, Emily. Well, we got a lot of buddies from around that I didn't expect that came, and it's great.
All right, yeah, and then thanks to everybody who might be watching out there or listening out there.
We got some people from Australia listening at
Colin's
2 a.m.
Colin's fiance is listening
Awesome.
in Australia at 2 a.m.
Very, very fun. Well, yeah, let's get one more song.
All right, we'll play the last song called Until Then. I wrote this song in Knoxville on Aaron, the fiddle player's bed when he was in Italy. I've been having these attacks again. Do I need a shrink or medicine? Maybe just another friend or someone to hear. 'Cause I'm not the strong or silent type. I scream on stage and cry all night. I spend my pay on strings and mics, cigarettes and beer. But at least I've got an audience, a couple people listening in on every single one of my problems. And when I'm done, they'll cheer. So, Mom, you know I never hurt myself. So put your worries right back on your shelf. It's just a question of my mental health, the only thing I really fear. But keep it out of the papers, I won't read them today. Sooner or later they're gonna run out of things to say, and when they do, I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna make so much love. I'm gonna get so much done. But until then, I will do my best to keep it cool and free. 'Cause I'm as happy as I can be. Until then, I will do my best to keep it cool and free. 'Cause I'm as happy as I can be. got some friends and memories. I'd really like to hold on to these, but seems like every time I breathe, I lose a couple of each. So I've learned to keep quiet and to stay still. Remind myself how to think and feel, and tell myself everything that's real is alright with me. So let me know if I'm worth your time, and if I am, dang, you're worth mine. Let's hold hands and stay entwined for the rest of the eve. Then you can leave me here all on my own. I won't miss you till well after you're gone. Then you start showing up in all of my songs. You'll just have to wait and see. But keep out of my dreams. I need some rest today. I just keep singing, but soon I'm gonna run out of things to say. And when I do, I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna make so much love. I'm gonna get so much done. But until then,
Thank you so much. That's the Kucera brothers on the WDVX Blue Plate.